Hello humans, dinosaurs, yes, it's Lopho and Seal. We're back for another Dinosaur Reddit deep dive. Once again, our weekly time has come. So, let's see what we got going on Dinosaur Reddit this week. Let's see what happened. Something about ankylosaur fossils. Let's see. Discussion. Okay, seeing an ankylosaur fossil without their ostoderms just looks off. I don't know if this is how many armored dinosaurs look without their ostoderms being part of their back. It's just uncanny. And that is true. But I think I get why they did that, though. Because, for ankylosaur fossils, most of them we actually don't really, like, because the things on the back, the ostoderms, aren't connected to the body. Like, most of the times, like, people don't really know where those, like, knobs belong on. So, like, I guess it kind of makes sense for them to, like, skip out on the knobs because they don't know where, like, went, on the animal's body, but it does look very weird. I mean, this is one of the earliest depictions of Ankylosaurus, right? Because, like, they must be using a different animal as a base, because it kind of looks like a stegosaur the way they, like, depicted its skeletal, because, like, we know that Ankylosaurs did not, like, raise their body like this. It's like, you know how, like, cats, like, raise their body up when they get scared? This is kind of what it feels like to do that as an Ankylosaur. With a U-shaped body. Right, we got some memes here. A freaking Spinosaurus in a freaking storm that isn't related to the first picture, but it's a really cool freaking Spinosaurus. What's the first picture in question? Spinosaurus has died due to peak fiction. Me in the shower. Okay. We got a lot of Spinosaurus memes. Freaking awesome Spinosaurus dunking. The sail was actually a lightning conductor. No, sail created the lightning. What are you doing in England? Mind your own business. That's funny. Allosaurus has never seen such bullshit before. That's a famous one. Peak fiction, I suppose. That's it? Girls when a boy accidentally walks. Okay, hold up. Right. Girl when a boy accidentally walks into the girls' locker room. Awesome fucking prehistoric. Okay, weird spelling mistake. Skinny crocodile named Caprasuchus. What's the joke? Huh? Is the boy in question the Caprasuchus? What's the joke? I don't get it, right? It's an anti-meme? What the hell is an anti-meme? The joke that it's completely unrelated. Okay. Okay, so I guess we have jokes, but the whole point of the joke is that it's not a joke. Okay, yeah. That makes sense, I suppose, right? This dinosaur game sometimes scared me when I played it as a kid. Holy shit, it's Dino Safari. I still love Dino Safari. It's one of the better games out there, to be fair. The game isn't that bad, actually. Even, like, in modern video, like, mobile game standards. Like, I can see myself playing this game. But you do have to unlock everything. I think there was a bug glitch that I found out. Like, there was a thing where you can watch something to unlock a dinosaur. At least it was back then you could do that. I think one of my before my channel got hacked and I lost all my progress on my early channel, I think one of the best videos I did on that channel was how to unlock everything for free in this game precisely. You basically, there's a section where you can watch an ad to unlock a dinosaur for one hunt, but instead of going to the hunt, if you exit and just close the game and rejoin the game just thinks I just unlocked the dinosaur. And that's how you just basically unlock everything. Once you unlock everything, the game actually becomes really fun. I remember when nothing would spawn and you'd literally spend hours looking for anything. That is because you were playing it without the free to get everything glitch. Like, once you get everything for free, the ecosystem actually looks pretty livid. Lively, not livid, right? English, Lopho, right. Explore some dinosaur tracks in Moab. Ooh, cool. I don't know, where's Moab? Is this like somewhere in like South America? What is this? What do we think was the fastest dinosaur on land? That is a pretty good question, actually. I think some people have actually said that, like, I think I've read in a book that the Compsognathus was the fastest, which makes no sense. But I would say it was probably Gallimimus, right? A juvenile Tyrannosaurus would have been among the fastest dinosaurs. That is true, because Tyrannosaur leg bones are built for speed. Most ornithomimosaurs would have probably been faster though, Dinocarps being an obvious exception, and some Abelisaurs. Yeah, Dromaeosaurs don't seem to have been particularly fast runners, that's true. They're more strength built. Probably not Carnivores, yes. It being fast is more of a paleo meme, which was popularized due to one paper despite us not actually having the lower half of its legs, and the rest of the animal not appearing, particularly cursorial. It's possible it was extremely fast, but unlikely considering its closest relatives all display similar traits to what is preserved on Carnivores, yet were clearly not particularly fast. Yeah, look at that Majungasaurus. It's basically a sausage with legs. And like you can't, like, how would a sausage with legs be fast, right? Definitely one of those ostrich-type motherfuckers, right? Possibly something like the Tokoraptor. Okay, turtles aren't fast, okay? Contrary to what the popular story of a rabbit versus turtle the turtle ended up winning between the rabbit, right? Okay, that's a mere fictional story, okay? In real life, turtles probably weren't that fast. What is this? Prehistoric? While many people know that ferocious dinosaurs and large mammals once roamed America, very few realize that these creatures stalked the exact sites where we built our major cities and most famous landmarks. From the high rises of Los Angeles all the way back to the continental plates slamming into each other millions of years ago, we are taking a look at what lived, fought, and died in our backyards throughout history. Okay? It released in 2009, okay. I thought it was new. No. Okay. I mean, you do see some CGI dinosaurs here and there. What do you think about the Haste-Venator? Oh, okay. Let's talk about that. Ever since this indie game Mall blew up. It blew up? Oh yeah, I did hear Markiplier play it. I haven't watched the video though, but while I was looking for how I would like make a thumbnail for this game, I stumbled on like Markiplier playing the game. So I guess that made the game famous. It's a Triassic dinosaur that creates spears in its mouth that it fires out. I don't get how it fires spears in its mouth though. Like, I think, what was it? I think it was like some kind of indie online game. What was it? Dinogen Online. There were like those types of raptors that would like fling spines, which I would say is more believable than a guy that spits out spears. Like, because spears, right? It's like a very long, like, it had a substantial length too. You saw those guys like banged against the walls with their spears, right? So, like creating spears and getting the resources, like calcium and shit, I'm assuming, to create those spears is one thing, but like, how would it get the power to fire it out of the mouth to like pin down a human? Like, making spears is one thing, firing it is a whole nother. Like, it's a cool concept, but like, I don't think it's very realistic. But I do find it very interesting how it happens to be a Triassic dinosaur, right? The developer could have went for like Jurassic Cretaceous, but like the fact that they made it Triassic gives it a bit more of a mysterious vibe, you know, since Triassic is one of those time periods of the global history that where basically Mother Nature was just fucking around since everything died after the Permian extinction. So it was basically a clean slate, so nature was just going wild with trying out different things. So it speculatively makes sense, but like biologically, not so much. I like Venator being used for fictional dinosaurs. Yeah, that's true. It's just pure fun, that's true. I hear you loud and clear. I need to seduce the dinosaur. Very dumb. That's what makes it fun. Oh yeah, that's true though. Oh, we never really found out why the dinosaur escaped. We don't know how the dinosaur came to be. We just know that it just happened to be there. Like, I thought it was some kind of cloning project, but maybe it's like a time machine. Who knows? The game never really went into detail. And I think it's better that it doesn't. Like, there's some wonder and mystery, you know? Alright. Well, it seems a little unfinished. Any newer video games with retro dinosaurs? I guess Carnivores. Carnivores mods are great. I mean, if you like retro paleo, you should just go play Carnivores. I think there's a mod that is in development that uses actually Crystal Palace dinosaurs that is still in development. It'll probably get released in 10 years, so if you're still alive by then, I highly recommend checking it out. Right, Jurassic World Evolution 3. Let's check this out. Let's see what the people have to say against that. Overall, it's a significant upgrade, with the only issues being 40 plus species being cut. And possibly resold later. Yeah, that's... I didn't even realize that they'd be cutting 40 species. That's kind of insane, really? And the potentially overwhelming modular building that appears to have limited customization within the module building and environmental design. The baby dinosaurs are also all the same age, probably grow when you aren't looking. That would be pretty bad, though. I wish they'd have, like, the dinosaurs grow slowly into adults. Like, I mean, the fucking Isle did it, right? Like, there's no way. Like, I'm pretty sure the baby dinosaurs would grow up to an adult. I'm assuming they'd have seamless animations, right? Like, there's no way Jurassic World Evolution 3 is gonna go on lazy on something that the freaking Isle did. Which is like one of the laziest games ever. I mean, it's still in development, I suppose. There's still a bit of time. They've cut at least 40 species because Jurassic World Evolution 2 had 122 species. And Jurassic World Evolution 3's launch went 82. Oh, wow. I guess it's really that bad. How many dinosaurs did the original Jurassic World Evolution 2 game start off with? Should be great, but I really want something with dinos akin to The Witcher / Skyrim. I mean, if you want to see dinosaurs in Skyrim, you know, there's a playlist for that. Still haven't played the second. The first one is too goated. I mean, I wouldn't recommend playing the second game. It's like, I mean, the third one is gonna come out, so there's no point in buying the second now. Guess what, Prehistoric Kingdom? I do feel like that they added in baby dinosaurs because Prehistoric Kingdom is adding in them in. It just feels like that. I don't know. Maybe it's just a theory, but it feels like that. Finally, Nano Tyrannus and Jurassic World Evolution. Hey, I mean, Mattel made a toy of it, so it's only right that we're gonna get one in the new game. We're apparently gonna have semi-aquatic dinosaurs. I guess the new Spinosaurus is definitely gonna be one of them, right? I mean, because, you know, after what I'm seeing in the Jurassic World Rebirth trailer. But it's very interesting how they are releasing their game on, what was it? Was it August or October?
Generate pixel art using a single text prompt.
Yeah, it's 21st October. So, I don't know. I think that, like, I feel like they should have released the game a bit earlier. I feel like they would have been releasing the game maybe on, like, August or something, more closer to the actual movie release date. But October is, like, all the way in the far future, right? Like, I don't even know if I'll be alive by then. Well, that's like 4 months. Jeez. Like, you know, since the movie is gonna come out like next month, I would assume that it would maybe come out next month, but if it's like Evolution 2, I probably won't touch it. It peeved me so hard that they had the perfect game engine for a Dinosaur Park game. Planet Zoo engine. Hell, you can make it take a huge amount of the building assets from it too. And then they just half-baked it. I get why they did, I get why what they mean by that. I get what they mean by that. And there is no progression. Now, I haven't played the first game, so I'm not quite sure what makes this first one up better than the second. But, like, Jurassic World Evolution 2 just felt like a game that you can only have fun playing in sandbox mode. I still believe that Jurassic World Evolution 3 should have been a DLC. I don't know about that, because, like, remember, like, Destroya, that we do, I do want to have a new campaign. Like, I know I'm about to say something really crazy, but, like, Jurassic World Evolution isn't really a game that's only meant to be played in sandbox mode, you know? Like, in those Park Builder games, like, you do realize there are, like, I know it's a handful of players, but there's, like, a handful of players that actually play the game for the story, you know? And I think that they can add in a lot more in terms of story, because we have Camp Cretaceous now, we got, like, Chaos Theory. I'm gonna assume that they would probably have those in the campaign as well. So, there's a lot to go over. An update should add a new campaign. But I feel like a campaign would be a bit too big, right? Like, I did think, like, looking at the, like, breeding systems and stuff, it feels like that the game does have a bit too much content for simply an update. Especially, how are they gonna update the terrain tools? I feel like that's, like, I don't think that's, like, technically possible. Grow dinosaurs? Oh, it's a Roblox game. We should check that out. Ah, yes, Animalicaris, my favorite dinosaur. Yep. My favorite dinosaur is the rhinoceros. Similar vibe to that. Okay, let's see. Help finding old game. You might have been able to add armor. Okay, that's... ...1v1 dinosaur battle game in an arena. Maybe I think it's probably Combat of Giants, right? But there is also, I can't remember what though, but there used to be a dinosaur mobile game, now that I think about it. I didn't play it when I was a kid because it was a mobile game that I had to pay money for that. I don't... Yeah, this is it. It's a dino fight. That's what I thought of. This and Combat of Giants. Because they did say they may have been a mobile version. Combat of Giants did not have a mobile version, but there's also this. Yeah, I don't think you can even play this, right? Anymore. I think this is a thing where you add an armor. Yeah, see, there's armor here. And it's basically this. I don't know if they're gonna fight in an arena. It doesn't look like they're fighting in an arena. It's just a terrain, but when they said mobile, this does feel like it. You know, I should play this mobile game. Like, I never really got to play it. I don't know if we can even still play it because, like, Dino Fight 3D? Like, this, I don't think this game is even available nowadays. Yeah, like, I don't think that it's even a thing now. It's too old. It's a game. It might have been like a game that's lost to time. But like when they said mobile game, it's probably this one. But yeah, Comet of Giants, Dinosaur Strike could probably be that. But they said armor specifically. That's what I said. Because I feel like if they wanted to give the dinosaurs horns, right? Because I mean, if you go for defense, I do suppose that the dinosaur gets like osoderms / armor. But I feel like when they said armor, I thought they meant it like, you know, like actual like silver clad armor. I'm outspokenly against Walking with Dinosaurs to 2025, but episode 6 was a pleasant surprise. Wait for it to get better. 2, wait for it to get better. 3, wait for it to get better. 4, it got better. Really? Was it that good? I mean, I've seen a lot of people, like, praise the last episode, so maybe there's that. Hey, it's, Safari T-Rex. It's an oldie with goldie. What's a geocache? What is a geocache? Huh? Yeah, I don't get that. There's an R geocache? What's a geocache? It's a kind of treasure that people can leave around the world. Okay. Cool. I don't know if that's something we can do in South Korea. Sounds interesting. Seems like a fun pastime. To remake this iconic shot. I think this kind of shows the difference between the old not Jurassic World, the old Walking Dinosaurs and the new one. You see that, like, there's the camera has depth inside, whereas the new one is just behind a big bright source of light that's just awkwardly standing there. Whereas the old one, like, there's a bit of an atmosphere to it. I think it kind of shows the difference between those two shows. Yeah, it is some homages. I know that this was supposed to be one of them, from what I've heard. Yeah, every shot will have a glaring bright background. Yeah. Dinosaur PC case. That is interesting. Well, I don't know. I like it's like people who customize their own PCs. I swear is like a different breed. For me, like a PC is just a PC, something I'll run games and stream on. Like, I don't know. I would never really go out of my way to like customize and build my own PC. That's just like a part of something I'll like. It's a culture that I just don't understand. But it definitely looks dope as hell, though. Don't get me wrong. I mean, there's the Papa to Pusuara there as well. Like, if I remember correctly, that guy is no longer like being made too. I think, if I think about it, so it's a pretty valuable dino. I mean, not a dinosaur, but still. You got this Dilophosaurus toy and a T-Rex figure from Collector, and they are weirdly in scale with one another. Oh, it's the mini Wild Safari Dilophosaurus. I got that one when I was in Italy, I think. I got this guy from a gift shop in an aquarium. I really like that guy. I as a kid, I think this was one of my favorite Dilophosaur toys because the head sculpt looked nice. It was decently small. I remember like having my Lego figures like ride on this guy because the Lego humans are like kind of in scale to it. Hello. Okay. Get rid of that. U-Type, they're my favorite megalosaurid. I mean, I did not know dromaeosaurs were part of the megalosaurids. It looks like vandalism. What? Okay, it's not a megalosaur. Yeah, it wouldn't make sense. I think megalosaurs, like, I do know that spinosaurs are megalosaurs, though. I mean, if you think about it, right? You know how Carcharodontosaurus versus Spinosaurus is like a huge meme? I mean, if you think about it, that's basically the evolved form of Allosaurus versus Torvosaurus. Looking up a dinosaur, the Jurassic Park version appears more than the true version. Yep. What happens if I look up a Aquilops now in Google? Oh no! Oh no! The poisoning has begun! No! How is this thing the first instead of the actual animal? Okay, still. Okay, the movie isn't out yet, okay? We still see some normal Aquilops images. You know what? That's a great reference, right? Once the movie comes out, afterwards, we'll look up Aquilops on Google again. Like, something tells me that 90% of Google's images is just gonna be different renders of this thing. Which looks so different from the actual animal, too. Like, they didn't even include the tail quills. That's like a crime of itself. So I'm gonna assume the reason that Queelops has like the horn on its crest is because they base it off of this guy, and the horns on these images. So is that like an actual? Is that based in an actual fossil? Oh, we do have a bit of a keratin thing on the horn. So, huh? I thought that Aquilops just having a horn on his beak was something that they made up for the sake of the movie, but no, it's the actual animal did have it. Just not the horn on the top of his head, too. That's like made up. Oh, it's Mesozoica thing. Is that thing from Roblox? It's not terrible, but it's one of the better walking sims out there. But that's not exactly a high bar of games. King of all dinosaurs? Oh, I'm the king of dinosaurs. Yeah, no shit. Moving on. Next question. Has a rebirth Tyrannosaurus been graced with a name yet? Please don't. I don't know why people insist on giving dinosaurs a name. Please. Like, come on, guys. Every single time the Jurassic World franchise gave a dinosaur a name, the name, I hate to say it, but the name all fucking suck, okay? Like, I think the Quilliam, like, it's a stupid name. I think Quilliam is alright, right? Okay. Despite what a lot of people say, Quilliam itself, I think it's not the worst name ever. But, like, what the hell is, like, Big E.T., right? Like, come on, seriously? Like, that's such a ridiculous name. Like, come on, guys. Like, can we, like, give it, like, a cooler name? Like, I don't know, like, Darby or something? Like, freaking Big E.T.? Like, what is that? Like, that's like a name a kindergartner would give to his pet T-Rex. Like, I know, I'm not against the whole concept of naming dinosaurs, but, like, I don't like them naming dinosaurs in Jurassic World. Like, the original raptors, like, the original dinosaurs in Jurassic Park didn't really have a name, right? Like, heck, I do think that the big one wasn't even, like, a name, right? They just said there was one of the big one raptors, right? There's just, it's just one of those big ones, basically. There was a raptor that's slightly bigger than the others. That itself, the big one it wasn't a name, right, so to say. Oh yeah, the Papo Spinosaurus. You know, like, the Spinosaurus, the sitting Papo Spinosaurus was actually available on Amazon for quite some time. And, like, I thought it would be there forever. Apparently it's gone now. And I didn't buy it, so I guess, frick me, I suppose. I still have to buy this guy. It looks so cool though. I need to get it. How many fictional medias borrowed Jurassic Park's fictional Dilophosaurus' frill design trope? Let me give you actually a better question. How much fictional media hasn't borrowed JP's fictional Dilophosaurus frill design quote? Like, I don't know. Unless it's a game or a slash media that's putting in the bare minimum to be realistic, I think every single Dilophosaurus has the frill. Yeah, Exoprimal has it. Hey, I think I've even seen, like, I think it was like a game that that ripped off Durango Wildlands. And they literally, for them, the Dilophosaurus was basically a raptor with a frill. They didn't even bother to add in the crests. Oh yeah, I guess even Magic the Gathering has them. Don't they have the actual Dilophosaurus as well? Is the death spit magical too? Yeah, it's magical when you want it to be, I suppose. Yeah, Power World has it. Oh yeah, Fossil Fighters has it too. Like, honestly, I'm pleasantly surprised that the Dino Mecardilophosaurus doesn't have the frill. Considering how terrible South Koreans are at researching dinosaurs, you'd think the Dino Mecardilophosaurus would be having a frill, but they... Like, it's not the best depiction, but it's not terrible either. Dino Masters Dual Dinosaur Card. What is this? Is this a game? It kind of looks like Dinosaur King. It's real life, they use actual dinosaurs. That makes sense. Wait, is Dino Masters an anime? Oh, they show Master Duel. Wait, it's an actual anime? Kind of feels like Dino Mecard. Oh my god. It literally uses the same move as a Utah Raptor from Dinosaur King. The dinosaurs have armor too? Wait, hold up. Wait, isn't this guy the guy who made those dinosaur fighting videos? Yeah, he is. Wait, he made an entire dinosaur? Yeah, I remember this. The dinosaur fighting thing. Yeah. That was 8 years ago, damn. So wait, so I guess this isn't an actual card? Why no, these are actual cards though. Is there an arcade? Wait, it kind of feels like the Korean Dino King cards. They got Mosaurs? Okay, so what is this? Is this like an actual arcade? Dino Master Club. Okay. Product. Okay. So no, you just buy them by boxes. Hmm. Wait. So is there no arcade? I thought it was like an arcade thing. I guess it's just like a trading card game, huh? Interesting. Is there a way for me to play this online? It sounds interesting. I'd love to play this. I mean, I love dinosaur card games. Like, I play Yu-Gi-Oh! Very often. Oh my god, it's the Gorgon from Walking with Dinosaurs. Holy shit. But yeah, okay, guys, it's very interesting. Okay, so it doesn't seem to be an arcade game. I thought it was, but it seems like it's more of a TCG. Alright, interesting. In my head, there are two voices. Over time, you will decide which animals you want to study. You need to decide now. Yeah, that's kind of my issue right now. Like, I'm right now studying, like, Cambrian stuff, but I would definitely prefer dinosaurs. Is Dinosaur Month an actual thing? If you think hard enough, everything is gonna be real. And I think Dinosaur Month is an actual thing because I believe in it. Every month is a Dinosaur Month. Ah, yes, that certainly looks like a Spinosaurus. The Spinosaurus. The largest animatronic figure ever built was a Spinosaurus for Steven Spielberg's franchise, Jurassic Park. Oh, really? Wait, the largest animatronic was the Spinosaurus? Huh, I didn't know that. I would assume it would be some kind of dragon for Game of Thrones or something, considering those dragons there are huge, but I guess not. These creatures were here before us, and if we're not careful, they're gonna be here after. Gets the Velociraptor anyway. Dad and the Velociraptor. Ooh, that's the Pianesso trunk, right? Yeah, I freaking love the Land Before Time scene. Like, I love how the big animals here, they have so much energy. Which is kind of silly to think about because, like, the Jurassic Park franchise has been going on for 70 years now, and we still haven't had a big theropod fighting a sauropod scene. I mean, the Indominus Rex showed those Apatosauruses, like, lying around and dead, but, like, we never really saw this, like, stuff like this. I love how energetic all these dinosaurs are. They move with such energy. You can't help but appreciate it. Lol, can you don't? Oh shit, my bad. Yeah, I was just hungry. I'm sorry, buddy. He doesn't know the tragedy that he's about to witness. It's the— oh my god, it's that guy. It's the Schleich Ananguera from the Replicasaur line. You know, have I said before that my favorite Walking with Dinosaurs episode is this one with the Ornithocheirus? I think when I was in Frankfurt, right? I grew up in Germany, right? As I said before. There's like a huge mall called the Main-Taunus-Zentrum, and they sold this Ananguera model when I was a kid. I think when I was like 5, they sold them there. Because I think when I came to Germany when I was around 4, I think it was around like 2007/8, the Replicasaur line was starting to die out. But there were still places that sold them. And this was definitely one of them. The moment I saw it, I knew I had to buy it because it just looked like the Ornithocheirus from the thing. But for some reason, it was labeled as an Ananguera. And I do remember that because, because my dad actually took me to a circus. I guess he wanted to show me, like some circus performances. And I do remember one thing, and the fact that there was no, like, elephants there. Like, because when I was a kid, right, if you think about a circus, you'd think about, like, people, like jumping on elephants, right? But when I visited that circus, like, it wasn't a big circus, but they had a significant gap between where the people sat, and it itself was built like an amphitheater, so the seats would be a bit raised. And I remember that I was disappointed because there weren't any elephants in the show, and number 2, I accidentally ended up dropping this Ananguera Schleich toy between the seats, and it, like, fell down there, and I remember, like, crying because I lost my favorite, like, pterosaur toy. And my dad had to get me a new one. I still remember that. Yeah, good memories. I still have the new one, the second one, I guess. The first one is somewhere in the streets of Germany, I suppose. It's Men's Mental Health Month. Remember, if you're feeling down, Spinosaurus aegypticus cares for you. Oh, thank you, Spinosaurus aegypticus, but mental health unfortunately doesn't exist, so... Just kidding. Personally, I don't really mind mental health too much, right? I'd rather degrade my mental health to the point where I just end up offing myself than just taking off time for my mental care, because, like, there is a time and place for mental care, in my opinion, right? I get it for others, but it's important for me. For me, though, I don't really think it's a high priority. I think getting shit done is more important than, like, taking care of my mental health. And I think that is, it. I think, right? Yeah, that is it. So, oh, that's a very nice sculpt, though. It looks like the Laylaps. Right, so, that's the Jurassic World Evolution 2. Found this on a nature walk today. What the? Huh? Isn't that one of those Sinclair dinosaurs? Damn. How the hell did that get there? That tracks with your sleep schedule. Yeah, exactly. Being productive is number one. Oh, this one! Wait, hold up. Wait, huh? Wait, this isn't the same thing. Because I remember that I have the first book of the Dinosaurs magazine. Isn't this the one that has, like, this T-Rex as, like, a 3D glasses? But for some reason, the image looks a lot different. Oh, interesting. But yeah, guys, I think that is it for today, guys. So, for this week. So, yeah, it was a pretty short session, but loads of interesting things, loads of cool artwork. And, yeah, happy Dinosaur Day.